Well, it is not a good day if you are an Indian sports fan because you already saw the Indian cricket team get hammered by Australia on day one of the World Test Championship final. But when you look at India men's hockey, it is really not good news because breaking news in the FIH Pro League encounter between India and the Netherlands, the Oranje hammered India 4-1. And this is a major jolt for the India men's hockey team if they are to finish on top of the FIH Pro League. Remember, India are playing one of their last few games in the FIH Pro League, and a win against the Netherlands was much needed. But now with this 1-4 loss and with Great Britain already on top of the table, their chances of finishing on top in the Pro League have taken a massive hit. 60 minutes, if you look at it, out of those 60 minutes, 35 minutes were actually dominated by the India men's hockey team. Because it all started with Harmanpreet Singh, the Indian skipper, converting a penalty stroke in the first quarter. So when India were up 1-0 after the first quarter, the Netherlands were actually really struggling. They were actually trying to make way they were trying to have more attack. They were trying to ensure that they had more chances at the Indian goal. But at that point in time, the Indian defense held firm. The Indian defense actually followed Craig Fulton's mantra of really ensuring defense was solid enough to ensure that the attack could be sustained. But towards the end of the second quarter or during halftime, a major incident happened. Mandeep Moore, he was sent off for 2 minutes because of a green card. That green card offense meant that India were one player short for a certain period of time. And what happened in that? The Netherlands capitalized in a big way. And it was Boris Burkhardt and Duco Telgenkamp that ensured that they managed to break through. Initially, if you looked at it, it was Rania Tijman, or you can say Rania Pipgen, who ensured that Netherlands got back to level terms. In the initial beginning, that was the first crack that appeared in the Indian defense. But after that, what happened? When Mandeep Moore was sent off because of a green card, 2 goals in the space of 1 minute just decimated the Indian defense. One by Boris Burkhardt, he converted a penalty corner, and the second, a field goal by Duco Telgenkamp, ensured that Netherlands held a 3-1 advantage at the fag end, in the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter was a quarter, you may say, full of penalty corners, just penalty corners. India tried, they didn't capitalize. The Netherlands tried, they didn't capitalize. One goal was actually disallowed because of the height, and Jip Hugenmarks actually gave a video referral to the referee, and they found that there was a foul on the height factor when it came to the penalty corners. So India were denied a goal at that point. But then with just 2 minutes to go for the end of the match, Duco Telgenkamp ensured that he got a brace. And Telgenkamp's fourth goal meant that India had no chance of coming back. They could have kind of erased the deficit towards the fag end. But with just seconds to go for the match to end, Harmanpreet Singh missed a penalty stroke. Of all people, the one who's been scoring goals on a consistent basis in the FIH Pro League, Harmanpreet Singh missed his penalty stroke. And because of that, the 4-1 victory that the Netherlands have is an absolute thrashing for the Indian hockey team. Because after this now, India will play 3 more games. 1 more against the Netherlands, 2 against the Pumas. And that will be the end of this cycle of the FIH Pro League for the India men's team. If they don't do well against the Netherlands in the next encounter, and also if they do not win both their games against the Pumas, Argentina, then they are in real big trouble. Because Belgium and Netherlands, the Netherlands have played the least among all the teams. They will now play in the remainder of the FIH Pro League. They have only played 5 games. Now in this cycle, the Netherlands are going to play a lot more games. They've got games lined up against Belgium, Germany, Australia. It's not going to be simple for them. But if there is one team that can do the unthinkable and bounce back from that kind of a position, it's the Netherlands. Now, this has prolonged India's massive mental block that you've got against the Netherlands, because you have not beaten them ever since the 2020-21 edition of the FIH Pro League. And in the past, if you look at it, even in the World Cups, the Netherlands have always hurt India. And because of that, the head-to-head record that you look at it, which was dominant until the 70s for India, it's now comprehensively turned in favor of the Netherlands. Remember, in the 2020-2021 FIH Pro League, India had beaten Netherlands 5-2. Here, the Netherlands have paid it back with a 4-1 victory. And because of that, 2 goals from Duco Telgenkamp, the initial equalizer by Rania Tijmans or Pibjen, then Boris Bruckhardt converting the penalty ensured that the Netherlands have come out runaway victors with a 4-1 victory. And India do not have that much of a turnaround time as well, because tomorrow at Eindhoven, India take on Argentina. Yes, in the past you may argue that Argentina have not had that much of success against India. But remember, this is the same Argentina team that kind of defied expectations and made it to the round of 16 only to lose in sudden death penalties to South Korea. So India are not going to have it easy against the Pumas, but this loss is really deflating, because on 10th June, India will play their last encounter against the Netherlands, followed by one more against Argentina. A loss against Netherlands will mean that India's chances of finishing on top of the FIH Pro League and winning the Pro League have actually taken a big jolt. They cannot afford to lose any more games, because the Netherlands have played the least, and now they will play more games. They might overall India on points alone. So any kind of victory, any kind of goal scores will be very crucial now. So it's a sad day for Indian hockey, because all the good work that you did against Belgium and Great Britain, you have undone that with a big loss to the Netherlands. And remember, victory against the Belgium team was really a shot in the arm. It gave you a chance to ensure that the FIH Pro League went your way. But now this Netherlands loss has ensured that India's chances of finishing in the top are not guaranteed anymore. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates from the FIH Pro League. Remember, India take on Argentina, followed by the last few games on 10th and 11th, where India will take on the Netherlands and Argentina for one last time in this FIH Pro League cycle. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you.